This instructional video will describe in detail how to make manual cuts with the Wellsaw 1316S automatic bandsaw. This cutting guide will assume the operator is cutting parts with a bandsaw for the first time. Connect the air supply to the bandsaw incoming air regulator. Turn the electrical disconnect to the on position, applying electrical power to the bandsaw. Allow the software to load on the operator's interface. The single length page will be displayed when the software has finished loading. Make sure that all three of the emergency stops are reset to the up position. Start the bandsaw by pressing the green Master Start button. The button will illuminate green while active. If the bar feed is not zeroed, the operator's interface will display a zero bar feed message. Press and hold the bar feed forward button on the operator's interface until the bar feed moves forward to its hard stop. Hold the button a few more seconds and the message will clear. The single length page will be displayed once the bar feed has been zeroed. From the single length page, press the down arrow button until the blade speed screen is displayed. Set the blade speed by pressing the mod button, then the new blade speed, and then enter. The next step is optional, but not required, to make a manual cut. Use the bar feed forward and the bar feed return buttons to position the bar feed to support the workpiece while cutting. Open the vices and place the workpiece between the vice jaws. Adjust the vices to within 1/4 inch of the workpiece. Close the cutting head approach and feed control valve. Make sure the guide arm will clear all obstructions before lowering the cutting head. Press and hold the head lower cycle start button while opening the cutting head approach and feed control valve. Lower the saw blade to approximately 1 inch over the top of the workpiece and then release the head lower cycle start button. Close the cutting head approach and feed control valve. Set the cutting head to the desired angle of cut. Set the guide arm for the workpiece being cut. Set the workpiece in its final position to be cut. Close the saw vise by pressing the saw vise open close button on the operator's interface. Set the cutting head raise limit collar if desired. Set the cutting force for the workpiece being cut. Start the saw blade by pressing the blade start button on the operator's interface. Set the coolant valves for the cut being made. Press the head lower cycle start button. Slowly open the cutting head approach and feed control valve and set the cutting head feed rate to enter the cut slowly. When the saw blade is completely cut through the workpiece, the saw blade and the coolant pump will turn off, and the cutting head will rise to the cutting head raised limit collar, completing the cutting cycle.